Hi there, guys. Um, I want to make this video. I don't even have a title for it yet. But I want to make this video because once again, it's just something that is kind of on my mind and have been on my mind. Just kind of evaluating things, life, whatever. And it's something that came to me maybe in a meditative state. I'm really not sure. I do a lot of thinking. I do a lot of thinking. Sometimes I can't turn my brain off. I really, but um, I just want to talk about this. I'm going to present this to you guys and just kind of see like what you think about it, how you feel about it. I'm hoping there's not a glare from my glasses, but um, so you hear so much about modern women. A lot of men, so-called, are out here talking about modern women. And but you don't hear a lot about modern men. And I would like to present the issue of modern men because I guess these men are trying to say in their confusion, and this is not going to be no male bashing. Hope you don't take it that way, but it is what it is. I think just real quick side note, I think a lot of people carry a spirit of offense. They're just like ready for offense. And I think that's unfortunate, but it kind of is what it is right now, So it's very hard to share an opinion, especially on social media, without offending someone. Like it don't even really matter what side you're on, you're gonna offend somebody. You just got confrontational people. You have people who are purposely trolls. Um, Surprisingly enough, I'm actually reading a book about that right now. Like there are organized trolls. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously. But back to the point. So you have that. You have you don't have a lot of talk on modern men and their viewpoints and what their how they have changed from the men of yesteryear. But you keep hearing this blanket generalization that modern women, first of all, are the problem and are so different, you know. And all these guys want the mom from yesteryear, the grandma, the whatever. Now, let me say this. Here's one of the main things I don't get about that argument. There is it's a huge contradiction. There's a contradiction in a lot of this stuff, but there's a huge contradiction. Y'all, I got this thing entirely too tight and it's hurting. But I may have to take it out and redo it. But so these guys, many of them today, and I'm generalizing. I'm telling you I'm generalizing, but I still want y'all opinion. But I'm generalizing right now. Men today, a lot of them say they want the traditional woman, the 1950s, 60s, stayed at home, took care of the children, didn't work, apron, nice dress, pearl earrings, pearl, like leave it to Beaver mom. And I've made that comparison before. That seems like that's what they want. Um, no talk back, no opinion, no nothing. Just here, just cater to the man, take care of the man, and be happy doing it. Um, And they're very angry with the women who work, who have careers, who have their own money, who are doing their own thing. They're very angry with her. Now, a balance with that to me, and I'm gonna get back to that point, but a balance to that to me is a normal, healthy, heterosexual man looking for a woman, in my opinion, should not be angry or upset by a woman having money or her own money or whatever. Because despite the men who said that they want a traditional woman, then you have men who don't want to pay any bills, not going to take care of a woman, or like I said, very, very angry and disgruntled at women who have careers and all this stuff. They say they don't care about it. They don't care about your education, that you went to college 5 years, 6 years, whatever, that your degree that you got. Like, they don't care about that, is what they say. And your money means nothing, and all this kind of stuff. Now, balance between that to me would be taking out the woman who says she don't need a man. Because if, I mean, guys, if a woman is saying she don't need a man, leave her alone. Like, go pick somebody else. If she don't, maybe she want a woman. Maybe she is hurt and got issues and things to deal with. Maybe she's in therapy. Maybe she needs therapy. Maybe, yeah, I mean, if a woman has that attitude or is saying that, don't deal with her. One of the things that confuses me so much about men is they seem to keep going after the women who don't want them, or women who are, you got this crazy thing that has been going on about masculine black women. Okay, if she masculine and then she's not LGBT or trans, find another woman. Get another one. If she got too much money, if she got too much attitude, she got too much whatever, and I don't need a man, but pick somebody else. It's simple. Like, you don't have to hate all women because that woman don't want a man. Like, she don't want to, just get somebody else. Like, I don't understand why things have to be so hard. Like, why men have to go after women that don't want them. Like, I don't get that. Go be with someone who wants what you want. That's a part of finding relationships. You date and so forth and meet people and everything that are like you, that want the things that you want. You don't go get, like, I'm not gonna go find a man who wants to be in polygamy. Just for now, I'm not gonna deal with him. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a guy who's a cop. I would never date a police officer. I met a guy who was a cop. Uh and yeah, I just don't want that lifestyle. Like, he could have been the nicest, greatest, whatever. Like, I, yeah, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want that lifestyle. So yeah, I mean, it's simple and easy. But getting back to the point that I was making, have these men who are extreme on the side of wanting a traditional 1950s whatever woman. Then you have those who are just completely opposed to and angry at any woman who got a job, career, whatever. All right, fine. But it is funny because those modern men, um, a lot of them are the same ones who, like I say, don't want to pay for dates, want to go take you on cheap dates, want to the woman to pay for everything, to go 50-50, to all it is because you got the money, you got a job, you got a career. And so it's almost like a lot of them want to punish the woman for having those things. I don't like you, and I'm gonna punish you for having that, and but I'm still gonna date you. Like, I don't even get it. Like, you're dating to punish women. That's what it seems like. And my thing is getting back to what I was saying before, a normal, healthy, straight, heterosexual man who's looking for a woman in relationship, in my opinion, will not be angry and punish a woman for having a job and everything, because let's look at this realistically, okay? We're in 2022, getting ready to be in 2023 in a minute. Inflation is going crazy right now. The housing market right now is ridiculous. Um, Even though I'm not telling what state I'm in, my like uh, rent here, I'm just gonna say it like that. Rent here for an average two-bedroom apartment is well, I mean, it's easy over $2,200. Easy. Now, I admit I'm in one of probably the more expensive states, but still, like when you start comparing nationwide, I mean, it's just up there. Um, Everything is more expensive. Food and stuff is more expensive. So that's one factor. And the fact that it's just hard not to be in a relationship, marriage, whatever, without both people working. Like it's too hard right now. Everything is high as hell. And then when you have children or start factoring in children, it's even more expensive. Like it's crazy. So I don't understand a man, healthy heterosexual, all that, like I just said, who wouldn't want some help with the bills. Because most women, I'm going to make a comparison. Most women who are in a relationship and want to be with the guy, he want to be with her, whatever, they're partners, they love each other, like they're trying to do this thing. Most women are going to like help pay the bills, and like she's going to contribute. She's going to help contribute to the relationship. Whereas a lot of men, and I'm just being honest, a lot of men, especially black ones, but you got all kinds, especially today, are not as, a lot of them, not all, are not as eager to help pay bills, to actually contribute, to do their part, and so forth. And so it astounds me how many of these men are saying, because I think a lot of this is just talk by a lot of these men. A lot of these men are not even in the situations or scenarios that they talk about. I don't think many of them have even ever been in the situation and scenarios that they talk about. Because half of these guys are so damn young, in their 20s and 30s, and so full of hate, so have had so low. I don't want this woman, that woman. I don't want this. Like you ain't even lived long enough to have all these situations in your life, dude. Like, come on, you are venting off of other men's vents. Many of them are venting off of other men's vents and other men's bad, broken, mishandled relationships, and it's so silly and sad and ridiculous because you haven't even had that experience. Like you going on some 30, some 40, 50, whatever year old man who you don't even know probably did a lot to contribute to the effed up situation he's in. You don't know all of the details. You only know what he's saying and what he's complaining about, and you on his side because what? Because he a man? You hate women like that because he hate them and because other men are agreeing with, like, you ain't even had this situation in your life. Like, and I really think that's a lot of what's going on. I really truly do. So how, like I said, is it so many of these men that want traditional wives? Do you understand what a traditional relationship like that and being with a traditional woman like that is going to cost you? Do you really understand? Because let me tell you this, a traditional housewife, woman, staying at home with it, do you realize and know and understand? I got to pop up here. that those kind of women are not going to want to go no 50-50. Those kind of women are not going to want to get up and go to work. Like if you want a June Cleaver didn't work, you know. Um a stay-at-home mom, traditional man pay the bill man, that's a lot. And like I say, here in 2022 with inflation and how high everything is, and like, you really, are you sure you really want that? Because like I say, so many of you all are get angry when a woman don't even like help pay a bill. Like y'all ain't going to wear expensive or fancy. Like y'all at Applebee's and just stuff like this here, and won't even pay that bill. Like y'all won't even want to take her out. And you gonna call her a gold digger more than likely if she is talking about being traditional and and not working, and I like, you're going to start feeling used. You really are. You are going to start feeling used. That's just something that many of you all think you want because it sounds good, and you can rant at modern women who got jobs and careers. I don't really think y'all want that. I don't really think y'all are wanting what y'all not ready to sign up for that. Like y'all really are not. You need to really look at all of the contributing factors of a traditional woman, of a woman who you would really seriously have to pay all the bills, do everything, mow the lawn. I mean, unless you're gonna hire somebody, which is more money. Like a traditional woman, she not pumping no gas. A traditional woman is she ain't changing no tires. She not taking out no, like they don't do that. You know what I'm saying? What you really want is a partner. And y'all are out here asking for this traditional woman, not realizing what you're asking for. Like a traditional one. See, and here's what's so crazy about it. I hear and have seen posts by men talking about they want a traditional woman, but yet will help me pay the bills. That ain't gonna happen, baby. That's straight uh that's straight in opposition with one another. Like that she's not going to do that. You know, she don't even see in her mind the understanding of paying no 50-50 and paying for bills or really paying for anything. Like and on top of that, if she's a traditional woman like that, like she ain't working. So where's she gonna get the money from? Like she's not. You know what I'm saying? You saying you want traditional, they don't work. They don't do hard labor. They don't, I mean, they don't do that. So I think a lot of you need to really evaluate what you're talking about. Now, I call that some modern men stuff. I really do. Because there was just a standard that men back then and our grandfathers and things like that that they lived by. Like you just got married, like you, that was just in the air. That was just like what you did. You know what I'm saying? A lot of men today don't want to do that. They don't want to get married. They don't want to do that. And so you really can't compare that old way and try to put that on women today because you all don't want to be those kind of men. Like you all don't, you know, I've heard men, and maybe they exaggerating, but I've heard men talk about being slaves. Like men, I ain't taking out no trash, and I ain't buying this and paying for this, and I ain't painting the house and do it. Like most men today, honestly, really can't even do that stuff. Like these lot of modern men, they don't know about fixing stuff. They don't know how to do things. They don't know how to change tires. Like these guys today are so pampered and well kept and not used to any kind of labor, not even hard labor. They're not used to any kind of labor. Like seriously, many just sit around, smoke weed, and play video games, hang out with their boys. Some of them might go to work, but it ain't no hard work. Like it ain't no man's work. It's just like McDonald's or retail or whatever. And so, with that being said, and with that being the case, a traditional woman is going to want a traditional man. She don't want to call no plumber. She don't want to call no pest control to catch a rat. Like there are things that you are going to be expected to do. You can't have your cake and eat it too, which a lot of you men seem to want. And it just ain't gonna happen. It's just not going to happen. I think, like I say, there is a lot of ranting and venting going on, especially by men, that these guys don't even know what they're talking about. They don't really truly know and understand what they're talking about. There has been more and more uh, conversations for men to vent and for men to ask those hard questions, evaluate things, and see what they really want if they really thought it out. I don't even think a lot of these men are even really thinking. I really don't. Um, and like I say, I think many of them are just venting on other men's vents. Like I really seriously do. There's no evidence of them of all these men having all these bad situations with women. Like and if it is, if you do keep continually finding and meeting the wrong women, women who are, I don't know, taking advantage of you, cheating on you, just not being good women, that's when you realistically, and I'm not being not trying to be funny or mean or any of that, that's when you realistically start having to look at yourself. Why am I attracting these women? Am I in the place or going to places where I keep attracting these women? Um, is there something in me? Because we know we're mirrors, we're reflections. So, is there something in me that reflecting these kind of women, drawing these kind of women to me? Maybe I need to do some shadow work. Maybe I need to get some therapy and start looking into why I'm attracting this, you know? Um, because I mean, yeah, like there can't be that many. I'm not saying women are perfect. I'm not saying, I'm not saying there's so many bad men either. I'm just saying, like, how is every woman you meeting bad and horrible and twerk and wear weaves and wear? Don't pick a woman who wear that stuff. Like that's what I was saying in the beginning of the video. I keep hearing men just venting about the bad, horrible women. Like you ain't never finding a good one. Like it ain't nowhere ever in your life where you are meeting and running into some kind of woman that at least checks off maybe half of your list or more than half of your list. Like, do you even have a list? Like, I have found, and I'm being very, very honest, I even made a video about this a few years ago, and it's still true, and men are still denying it, that most men are not out here looking and actually trying to find a woman who is actually like checking off their list. You know what I'm saying? And like I just said, most men don't even have a list. Most men are out here chasing tits and ass. It is what it is. That's what they're doing. They're chasing tits and ass. Most men are out here thinking that they have so much time, they trying to run through as many women as they can. And by the time they look up, they're in their 40s and their 50s, they're starting to get health problems. Many of them are becoming impotent, which is something we do not talk about, especially with our black men. We like to try to um, lie and assume and just throw out the narrative that all men, all black men are great in bed, all black men are all well hung and well endowed and know what to do with it. and they just stallions and studs and they just got it going on in the bed. That shit ain't true. Many black men, by the time they get in their late 30s and sometimes even early 40s, start becoming impotent. Start, I mean, because you just run into, if you start, and it's just like a woman, but see, men don't like to compare themselves in certain situations. But it's just like a woman. If a woman or young lady starts, and when she's a teenager, becoming ran through and sleeping with this man, sleeping with that man, sleeping with that man, which usually for women, because that's not our nature, is some type of trauma going on with her if she's living a life like that, or she has been put in that lifestyle to carry on like that. That's just pretty usually the case with a woman. However, men, teenagers, little boys are urged by other men and older men and all that. That's what you do. Like get hoes, get vagina. Get, I mean, go get it. Go, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what they're taught. And so many of them start at an early age and in their teens and stuff like that. And they're running through all these women. And next thing you know, like I say, they in their late 30s or 40s, 50s, whatever. And sex is not exciting to more anymore. It's they're losing their desire, they're losing their ability. And like I say, they like to talk about women being ran through and body counts and all this kind of stuff, but you don't realize your penis has been overused. Like you're not getting the same results in yourself either compared to when you started, or when you, I mean, like the younger you start, the more detrimental. It's not good basically to keep sleeping with all these different women, different women, different women, different women all your life. Like it's not good. Like you guys don't think that it affects you all too, but it does. Like it really, it affects you too. You all just want to keep putting it on the women or affect the woman, and it's spiritually all these men going into her and blah blah blah. But you're losing yourself also when you continue to go into all these different women. When you orgasm or have um when your sperm seeps out and all that kind of, you're losing a part of yourself too. Like it is scientifically documented that men lose calcium and bone health and things like this the more you have sex and just giving yourself away to all these women. I made a video not too long ago about how men need to not compare themselves with women, but stop making it seem like you're so different from women. If you would put yourself in women's shoes, I forgot what the video is called, but it's maybe 2 to 3 months old. Look for it on my thing. I made it. Um, and that's what it's talking about. Men like to, modern men especially like to act like they are so different from women. Like we're not even on the same planet. Like we completely different. We really are not. We really are not. But men like to think that to try to prove points that women are so different and we can't come together. And we really can. We really can. I mean, if we, if a lot of men would go back, like, and I'm saying that because y'all want us to go back to being traditional women. But if a lot of men would go back to staying off social media with their relationships and looking for advice and all these male groups and uh, groups and things like that that give them advice and tell them that if y'all would stay off of that and quit comparing your woman and your situation, if you even have a woman, to other people's and what's going on out here, I think you'd be in a lot better position because you could focus on just her. You could focus on what the two of you are doing in your relationship. You ain't listening to Kevin Samuels' old videos. You ain't listening to the Manosphere talking about all women and all of this crap. Like, you would be able to individualize your woman because we really are individuals. All of us are. Yeah, we may have similarities, but just like y'all don't like being compared, women don't like being compared either. All women are not the same. You keep hearing that. Some of these men, you can't convince them otherwise because they're so indoctrinated. But all women are really not the same, just like all of y'all are not the same. You may have similar traits and characteristics, but at the end of the day, if you start individualizing your woman, looking at her not as your ex and all this other stuff that you've heard, and getting triggered because she said something or she did something some kind of way, that's a sign more so not so much of her, but of you needing therapy and to work out in you why are you having triggers, why if she put on lipstick do something to you, like why if she wears lashes that do something. That's it's a crazy trigger, but I mean, you got some men out here who are mad that women wear makeup or weave or what. Like, it's so many women out here today. Women are so different. There's so many women out here who don't wear makeup and weave and whatever. Instead of talking about and dogging out the women who do, just go find one who don't. Like, it's really so crazy to me, but I know deep down that it's really an agenda that's being pushed. I know that. I know it's an agenda being pushed. Um, a lot of people don't get that, but there's definitely an agenda being pushed. Um, and even though I do date interracially, I that has just been what I've been doing for the past few years since I've been single. Well, even before that, like seriously, I've already told y'all. Even when I was in Houston, I dated interracially, but I still married black men. I'm not opposed necessarily to dating black men or whatever. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into that. But you know, it still doesn't matter if that's what you want to do. If that's the route you want to take, all that's well and fine. Still, stop putting certain uh what would I say? It's not requirements. Stop putting certain things on all women and just people. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that because that's going to be a big hindrance to your happiness and to you finding someone that you really do want and really can have a relationship with. But I really think a lot of the issue is that people don't know what they want. People don't know what they're looking for. And they don't know how to be in relationships. They don't know how to even really go about finding good partners because of so much bullshit they're hearing. They need to turn off not only social media, they need to turn off other people's mouths. Like, you really, some of your boys you really just don't need to listen to. Like, you really don't. And there's a lot of women. You just don't stop listening to your friends. Like, seriously, be in a relationship with the person you're in a relationship with, or concentrate on trying to find the person that you really want to be with. Um, Now, in that, like I say, because so many people don't know what they want, and they've been having TV and false narratives of relationships, that once they get in relationships, it's hard for them to deal with it. Like it's hard for them. Like I'm gonna give an example here. I'm not gonna keep going on too long, but a big example. All men want a beautiful woman, big breasts, big butt, dress nice, look nice, but like she's your ideal type of woman. She's beautiful to you. Do you know how many men that ask for that and finally get it and can't handle it? Do you know how many men are obsessively jealous of a woman's beauty and thinking she want another man or another man want her? Now you met her wearing makeup and being the way that she was, like that's what got your attention. But yet, once you get her, you can't handle it emotionally. Like you can't. If another man look at her, you ready to go off. That's what you want though, but can't handle it. So many situations like that. So many situations like that. So many men, once again, talking about they want a traditional woman, but then you can't handle the bills by yourself. Like you start feeling taken advantage of. You start feeling like, oh, she a gold digger. Like, how the hell is she a gold digger if you in a relationship with her and you said that's what you want? How is she a gold digger? Like, let me tell y'all something. When I was younger, gold digger meant a completely different thing than what it means now. They have completely changed the word, the meaning. And I think I've spoke about this before, but in my when I was growing up and when I was younger, gold digger was usually a woman, like a hot, sexy, whatever woman who was out looking for older rich men. Like that was a gold digger. That was a gold digger. But now any woman who want a man to spend any kind of money for anything is a gold digger. Like him taking care of his children and paying child support, or not even paying child support, ordered child support, just taking care of his child. Is she gold digging? Where's the gold, first of all? Where's the gold? If you're just a regular 9 to 5 brother, if you're just like, do you know, like I say, from in my day and from my perspective, how much money you got to have for a woman to even be a gold digger? Like those are rich men. Those were rich men that these women were going after, or really that these old ass men were going after, but they don't like to give that perspective. So whatever. But just taking care of a house and family and a woman or whatever, like that ain't gold digging. That's you playing your part. It's not gold digging. That's what I'm saying. Like it's so much has changed until people are just out here confused. Like people are just so frustrated. Men frustrated, women frustrated, and everybody is just pointing fingers and everybody mad at everybody. Like, where's the happiness? Where's the love? Where are you gonna find a relationship if you just continually mad and continually have these narratives and whatever just about women and modern women and relationships? Like, where are you gonna find your happiness? When are you going to lay that stuff aside and be like, I'm gonna do this on my own. I'm gonna shut everybody out and find me a woman and concentrate on her. Do you know how much happier, like I just said, you would be if you just found a woman, regular everyday woman, not Beyonce, not some whatever kind of BBL, uh 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 fans only, what do you call them, only fans, woman that you think you want and can't even deal with her, can't afford her, can't stand her personality, because oh she won't too much or yeah, oh, that's one of the things I've said before. A woman like that is gonna want too much, more than you can give her. Now a man who like can afford a woman like that or wants a woman like that, they can handle her. They got it. But a regular everyday Joe, like so many of them out here who want women like that, then you get mad because she asked for something or she want some expensive whatever. Oh, she too high. She'll go. She think too much of her. Say you need to come down. No, she don't need to come down. That's the other thing. She don't need to lower her standards to be with you. You, in contradiction, direct contradiction from what and the way Kevin Samuels taught and a lot of these other men think, maybe you need to get five more jobs. And if that's the kind of woman you want, or go back to college, go get your degree, go do something else where you can afford women like that, and stop expecting the women to lower their standards so that you can be with them. Because many times at the end of the day, you don't even, I mean, a year tops for this day and age is a long relationship. I mean, you're not even finna really like be with her like that. So why should she lower her standards to be with you? Like, put yourself once again in the woman's situation. You a guy, you got your whatever going on, you living the life you want to live, but Shaquita, and I don't know no Shaquita, I'm just throwing that random name out, Brenda, whatever. I'm just throwing a name out. Wants to be with you. She work at McDonald's. She got a couple kids. Maybe she don't have a few kids. And she work at McDonald's. She is just a regular old woman with a regular job. She a hotel manager. She's I mean, just whatever. She's just a regular woman. But she want to be with you. Are you gonna lower your standards to be with her? Like seriously, are you going to give her a chance? And like I said, maybe she don't have a bunch of kids. Maybe she ain't got no baby daddy. She just a regular everyday woman, and you got it going on. Most men, if we're honest, most men don't. They don't go down. They really don't. Men, I don't care how nice she is. He'll have sex with her. He'll blow her whole goddamn back out, or try to. But he ain't finna be with her. He not gonna seriously give her a chance. And we know that's true. But every day, men ask women to lower themselves, to accept less, to whatever, so that I could be with you. When y'all ain't even no match. Like y'all don't even match each other. Because first of all, you're looking at all the superficial and you're not really truly looking at her or really trying to even get to know her. Situations like that can happen and match and work. But people today would have a very hard time making a situation like that work because we're too shallow. We don't take the deep time and the effort to really truly get to know a person inside of a person, they family, they background. They like really try to spend time to get to know them. We don't do that today. That's another huge difference between modern men and women and our grandfathers and traditional whatever's back in the day. They got to know each other. Like it wasn't all these distractions and TV and social media and all, it wasn't all of these other things. So like they had time and opportunity to actually really sit down, spend time with a person, meet their family, know their daddy, know their uncles, and like, especially if you were in the neighborhood, like you just know them. You know what I'm saying? But like now you got internet dating, which is a to me a huge obstacle. I think internet dating is a huge disservice. I really do. Yeah, it's quick and convenient, but you don't know these people. You don't know them. And most people don't who date who date do online dating or whatever don't even take the time or the opportunity or whatever to really want to even get to know the person. In all honesty, most of the time for the men, it's just about trying to get some sex. And be honest, it's just really finding somebody to smash, and you don't really want to be with them. You don't really want to be with them. I think we need to start being more honest. I really do. So, and this was not a video bashing men or women or whatever. This was clearly just me making a comparison between modern men and women and traditional and relationships and stuff like that, and how we keep saying what we want, but you know, something as simple as whether or not a woman is traditional or wants to be traditional. But I mean, a lot of times what you find is that you'll find a woman working in she'll be working like that's what she was doing when you met her, but yet she's still willing to come from that, have some babies, have some children, and be traditional if that's what works for y'all situation, But like I say, we're not even taking enough time to actually get to know people and find out. We're not. And to me, that's the problem. We don't talk on the phone anymore. People, do you not know they say it's really between like it's really in the like the millennial generation, but do you not know that there's actually a real true diagnosed situation now where people are afraid to talk on the phone? Like it gives them an anxiety. That's completely unheard of. Like all I did through my teenage years was stay on the phone all night with folks. Like that's what you did. Like people now, all people want to do is text, text, text. You can't get to know nobody through no text. And ladies, honestly, that is really how you know how serious a man is with you or wants to be with you. If all he want to do is text, he don't want to talk to you on the phone, he don't want to meet you face to face except to smash. And he ain't really trying to get to know, like he ain't trying to do that like that. Don't waste your time. Don't even waste your time because a man still today who wants you and who wants a relationship with you and who wants to be with you is going to want to know you better and more. He gonna want to know your family. He All this surface stuff is sad. It's really sad. Um, just sad. It really is. But that's the video. I just wanted to throw that out there. Y'all let me know what you think. Throw me some comments. Throw me some suggestions. Let me know hear what you have to say. I think it's a good discussion, because like I say, men talk a whole lot about modern women, but nobody talks about modern men. So you guys hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please. Hit all notifications, please, so that you will know when I make a video. I upload a new video, and you guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching. Until the next video, I'll see you next time.